Hi, ladies. This is Marva Riley, and this conversation is for you. All you ladies out there, this conversation is for you. Do you have a difficult time saying no? Do you have a difficult time slowing down and prioritizing yourself? More and more, I am hearing of women, well, my age group. I am 61 and perhaps a little older, a little younger, much younger. More and more, I'm hearing of women in particular who are burnt out, who are getting sick with heart disease, who are having angina, trouble breathing, difficulty sleeping, women whose health is, as it were, crashing and burning because they're overworked and just totally stressed out. Are you one of them? Let us talk. Stress kills, my sisters, my friends. Stress kills. Okay? Some of the symptoms you're having could be difficulty sleeping, difficulty concentrating, trouble breathing, even constipation, feeling overwhelmed. It's probably because you're stressed out. I know of women who are running their businesses successfully, doing very well with their businesses, but it's stressing them out and causing them to get sick emotionally, mentally, and physically. Recently, one of my friends who actually has a house in Jamaica, has had a house free and clear in Jamaica, has a very thriving finance business here in the United States with her husband, but she stays stressed out because anything to do with money, managing people's money, is very stressful. She stays stressed out. Well, she became so sick that her doctor told her it's either the business or your life. And I say congratulations to her, kudos to her, because she decided her life was more important. So she literally resigned her position in the business that she has with her husband and has moved to Jamaica in the house that they built like 5 years ago and is living there now, stress-free. The business that they have here can more than provide for their needs should both of them even decide to retire in Jamaica. Because the husband had a very good job, she had a very good job, and they started their finance business and it's done very well. Their kids are grown, finished with college. And if you know how to manage that money well, you can do well overseas. You can do very well in places like Jamaica or anywhere in the Caribbean. You know what I mean? Places in Africa, places in Central and South America where the US dollar stretches, as it were. I have friends who live right here in the United States who have very good jobs, very good businesses, women stressed out and sick, stressed out by family members' demands, their children constantly having to be there for their children, their grandchildren, their spouses, and no time to take care of themselves, no time to eat healthily, no time to exercise, no time to get a little time to meditate, no time to even sleep adequately, no time for self-care. They are running and running and running all the time, and that's not good. So think about it. Is it time for you to slow down? Is it time for you to quit that job? Is it time for you to quit that business and downscale your lifestyle so that you can live on a fraction of what you thought that you needed to live off. Because there are people who have decided that they want a lifestyle that is less stressful, and they've sold houses, etc., give up businesses and jobs, and moved to places like Mexico, and like I said, the Caribbean, Latin America, um, Philippines, India, wherever it is. There are people who will make those radical changes, even to other places in the United States where cost of living is cheaper. I'm one of them. When I was 50 years old, I was so stressed out on the job, so stressed out. I enjoyed caring for nurses, but nursing is a business. Healthcare is a business, and it's a bottom line. And they were just stressing us out more and more and more. And I wasn't feeling the satisfaction from taking care of patients. That was when I was 50. And I had set a goal, and I said by the age 55, I want to be out of nursing. I want to be able to have my house paid for in full, no car payment, no credit card debt, and have a little business where I can get a certain amount of money to live a modest lifestyle. Now, at that time, I lived in South Florida, and that wasn't possible. It's very expensive to live in South Florida. So my hubby and I started doing some research. We looked at the Philippines, we looked at India, we looked at the Caribbean, we looked at Nicaragua, lots of places where cost of living is cheaper. And we were trying to figure out where could we move to, where we can live off his retirement and the money that I would be making off a couple of rental properties that I had in South Florida. And you know what? We discovered that we could do that in Georgia. You can do that in places like Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, Louisiana, places like that where cost of living is cheaper. Housing is cheaper. You can get a lot of housing for your money. Tax is cheaper. Insurance is cheaper. You know what I mean? And that's what we did. So at age, I prayed about it. I planned. We put things together. And yes, at the age of 55, I was able to retire from nursing job in the hospital setting. And we bought a property in Georgia, in a really nice small city, and started a business. And I don't make nearly as much money as I made when I worked as a nurse, but my stress level is a fraction of where it was. I have time to take care of myself, to prepare healthy foods for myself and my hubby. I have time to exercise. I have time to go to bed at a set time every night. I'm in bed before 10 o'clock every night. I have time to spend in nature, like these beautiful bamboos in my backyard. I have time to meditate. I have time to have fun. I have time to live. Because time is short, my friends. Before you know it, I will no longer be 61 years of age. I'll be 62. And, my body doesn't feel the way it did, the way it felt like 10 years ago. I'm finding that I have to pay more attention to my body. I have to take better care of my body as I age, as the body ages. It just requires more attention. And if you don't have the time because you're so busy and so stressed out, you're not going to be able to take care of this body and your mind and your spirit. So it's time to do some thinking, some introspection, some planning. What are you going to do to decrease your stress level as you get older? What changes are you going to make so you'll have time to take care of yourself and also to take care of your mate? Today's Father's Day. A lot of men need us, women, to help them to take better care of themselves. But if we're stressed out and overworked, they're stressed out and overworked, who's going to help who? You know what I mean? So think about it, make some plans, and figure out a way that you can slow down and take better care of yourself, and maybe even retire by downscaling your lifestyle and living a simpler lifestyle. I remember years ago when I was a young mom, there were some moms and dads that were downscaling, moving from a house to an apartment, getting rid of one of the cars, just one car. You know what I mean? So the mom could homeschool. Maybe we need to go back to some of those things. You know, downscale on your cost of living. Move somewhere where you can live cheaper, where you can even plant your own foods, like in the Caribbean or tropical areas where you can actually plant your own foods. You know what I mean? Where you really don't need two cars. Maybe one car, no car. Bicycle, maybe. Walk. Whatever we have to do, we have to be willing to make radical changes to our lifestyle in order that we can truly live and have leisure time and enjoy life and not be as stressed out as so many people are, because stress is killing a lot of people. Just recently, one of my family members told me about a friend of his, 42 years old. This guy is a finance major, worked for a big Fortune 500 company, sitting at his desk and just slumped right over a massive heart attack, leaving his wife and two boys. You know, so a lot of young people are dying early, middle age, and not so old people are dying early or living with chronic health issues because of excessive stress. And you can do something about it. Believe me, where there is a will, there is a way. You will figure out a way to get it done. The thing is that some of us want to have our cake and eat it at the same time. We want to continue to live the same lifestyle that we've always lived, you know what I mean? And continue stressing ourselves out with two jobs or long hours at the business. But something has got to give. And if you're not willing to make the necessary adjustments and adjust your lifestyle, your health, your mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual health is going to suffer. And that's a guarantee. All right? Think about it and make the changes. This is Marva Riley.